Hey y'all, it's your girl Bree at Skulls and Bones 444. I hope that you guys are having a lovely Saturday, and this reading is for Capricorn. All right, anybody who's got Capricorn in their chart, and happy early Father's Day for tomorrow. I'm not trying to scare you guys, okay, but okay. I was woken up at around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning with the smoke alarm going off, which to me, total sign of danger. And I mean, it came on in intervals of like 10. So I was meditating on that. And honestly, speaking of the dirty money, 55 on the timer before I even say this. Speaking of the dirty money that they want to send you to get you in trouble, I think they're going to burn it. 111 on the timer. Pay attention to the synchronicities you're seeing and the animal kingdom and any plants that you're seeing. Yeah, I think that they're gonna burn the money. Or somebody could be getting into somebody in the opposition could be getting into a very serious car accident to the point where their car catches on fire. And that's how they pass away. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody, but yeah. I was checking all the smoke alarms and the stove was off. The oven was off. And so, with you guys, not just with the Capricorns, but everybody in the collective, make sure all appliances are off. The stove is off, the oven is off, don't leave anything unattended, shit like that. And yesterday, around sunset, I've never heard this before, but there were a whole bunch of birds that were chirping like hell. So there's a lot of gossiping going on. And it was like one bird started to chirp, and then a whole other group of birds chirping back, like fighting back. The opposition is going nuts with arguments and gossip and whatnot. So, Capricorn. Anyways, here we go. This is what the Hocus Pocus cards. 313 on the timer. Here we go. What do my Capricorns need to know? These Cappies. This karmic masculine. If he hasn't been turned in by now, it's gonna happen very soon. Cause it's the shit with the fire. Ugh. Capricorns. This one. That feels moving. So if I sound a little tired, it's because I am. I mean, being woken up like that. Oh, hello. The bottom, the main message. The world. Shit is done with. The world, all of, I mean, karmic cycles are done. Yeah, karmic cycles are done. That's nice. Like I said, if somebody hasn't 525 on the timer, if somebody hasn't turned in this karmic masculine, then they will soon, and they could possibly be going to a mental ward, okay? That's maybe a mental ward, but they're definitely getting arrested. There's warrants out for their arrest. And then this is also telling me suicide. I mean, the karmic cycle is done with. I hate to say that. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody, but wow, wow, wow. Okay. What else, Cappies? The world again. Um, if you're new to my channel, welcome, but if not, thank you for coming back. This is my version of the Celtic crossbred because I think it gives more information faster. Oy, there's a lot going on. Energy is very heavy, and Capricorn is symbolized by the Devil card. No offense to the Capricorns out there because I have Capricorn in my chart too. This karmic losing their shit. I'm being told to draw out these cards too, even though I said I didn't want to do that again, but Jesus Christ. Knight of Swords. I know, different cards. It's characters from the movie, different scenes and shit. We have the Knight of Swords. It's just okay. So what I'm from yesterday when I heard that one bird tika tika tee, and then all the other birds that were chirping back, cussing him out about his lies and how they know it's not true. It's basically like these people saying, just stop, just stop talking. No one's listening anymore. I see a middle-aged, kind of, I hate to say it like this, but a middle-aged kind of chunky woman with red curly hair, having enough, going to the police. She already knows that she's in legal trouble herself, but she knows that the madness with this King of Swords, or excuse me, the karmic masculine has got to stop. I mean, and his ideas with arsenic and fire and kidnapping kids and doing nasty things and all the damage that he's caused, it's like, bro, yeah, people having to put their houses up, bankruptcy, losing their vehicles. I mean, and for any of you guys out there, okay, that, don't, if you don't work for yourself, whatever, that's fine, cool. 11:33 on the timer, then you could have just gotten fired because 11:44 on the timer. Y'all could have just gotten fired because of the lies and shit. Man, and this person's been told to leave you the fuck alone, and they've conjured up so many demonic entities, like Jesus Christ. So, right here's the present moment for those of you who don't know my routine. The world, the karmic cycle is over with the karmic masculine. However, the Hierophant, this is a weird picture for the Hierophant, but the Hierophant talks about a secret society, community, and this is the coven that's been the same story over and over and over again. He hates how he's a part of this coven, okay? Extreme Satanist. But I mean, like, his actions, total sociopath. Everybody knows it. And, like, in his mind, he thinks that, he's the king of this satanic church. And the other people that he's been working with are trying to fight against him to 13:31 on the timer. I'm trying to fight against him to get him to stop. And also, the karmic cycle with him is done with you because, I mean, he couldn't get you to convert to this satanic church. Oof, fuck, got out, man. What the hell else can we get with the world and the Hierophant, please? Oh, okay. Judgment in reversed. You guys have ascended, spiritually ascended so high that the karmic masculine, I mean, he's no longer in your energy, no longer in your space. Anybody in the coven, I mean, they can't ascend to your level because you've gone so high so fast because You went down to the light and they're in the dark. But this is also karmic masculine and other people that are trying to run away from their karmic debt, and they failed at destiny swapping because you've got a beautiful destiny coming up. Wow. The chariot reversed. All of this shit comes to an end. The present, it could be, this month, or there's a lot of shit going on this summertime. A lot, a lot, a lot. And it took a very long time to close this karmic cycle out with the karmic because just stubborn, uh, doesn't take rejection well at all, doesn't know how to take no for an answer, but enough's enough. He's done. He cannot move on to the next chapter with you. It's over with. So the Nine of Swords in reversed, no paranoia, no fear. You don't have to be afraid of shit. Possibly some of you were getting scared about how much fucking longer is this shit going to last. Because, I mean, the fucker is a danger to himself and society. Wow. The Tower reversed. Change. If you guys have been seeing 555, that talks about change, okay? The Tower is change, but it's expected change. How do I say? It's like, knows that there's gonna be a sacred reunion between you and the masculine. It's just a matter of when it's gonna happen. That's freaking them out. And then you have the Ace of Swords, which talks about a breakthrough in communication. For you guys, it's actually it's a wonderful breakthrough, but for them, especially the karmic, this is the sword stabbing them in the heart because they really don't understand why you don't want them. Like there's some like the synapses just ain't firing off right. They don't understand why you don't want them. Then you have the Ten of Cups right here. Happy family. They are gonna be having a total shit fit with the fact that you're getting a happy family. Oh, of course. So, Four of Cups upright, pity party. Just having a fucking total pity party. But, it's not fair that I get the feminine. It's not fair. And I'm not happy with my karmic. Oh my god, it's not fair. Shut up. The Dark High Priestess. Okay. What I'm getting here is that this is the karmic's karmic. Nasty ass dark witch. I mean, I'm sensing that she's a Virgo, but this could, the High Priestess is a moon card, so she could have Pisces somewhere in her chart, but she's doing black magic on him to watch him suffer. Because in her mind, it's like, you only married me for money. We had a kid together. Because this karmic was dying to have a kid. I mean, when you dated them briefly, they could have been very pushy with trying to have a family with you. And you're like, not no, but hell no. And then them working together, doing black magic and shit on you. Of course, she started realizing that all of his attention was on you. Of course, she got jealous. And so I just heard payback's a bitch because he's the fool reversed. Took a lot of risk, uncalculated risk, just impulsive, reckless, only thinks about himself, doesn't give a shit about anybody else or how his actions affect anybody else. He doesn't even care how his own kid is affected, which is sick. And from everything that he's done and his karmic has done, they've created generational curses. And that's just so unfair and selfish and ill. Hey, but the Six of Swords here, they're moving on to calmer waters. Yeah, they can have their bullshit. Because remember, the world upright, karmic circle, a karmic cycle is done. So, I mean, you're moving on to calmer waters. And what the hell is this? Three, six, seven, eight. Eight pentacles. Someone's being lazy. Lazy, not putting in the work into something. Or I'm sensing that they were lazy in the fact of they didn't want to get a real job. It was their job was doing black magic all the time to try to get what they wanted, and no, because they're the fucking fool. So I mean, all their black magic was null and void. Knight of Wands reversed. Yeah, he can't take any action. He can't take any action towards you at all. He cannot come to your place to try to give you dirty money. He cannot even try to put shit in the mailbox like I was talking about the other day. That's why I think he's gonna burn the dirty money, I swear. Then you have the Nine of Wands reversed. Oh, you guys can finally say, woosah, because you're moving on to calmer waters. You don't have to constantly, look over your shoulder because it's all done. Karmic cycle is done with. One more here. Page of Wands upright. I'm hearing embarrassed. Embarrassed that you outsmarted them. And if y'all gotta go to court, anything he tries, nope. He's pissed off, jealous of you, and was outsmarted. The Lovers reverse, because look, the plan here was, yeah, so that you don't have the lovers here, you and your masculine together. But this is also more of, it talks about a business deal too. Like I said before, the karmic and his karmic were working together, but their business together with the black magic has failed. Look who we have on the bottom. The Emperor! So masculine, so masculine. Wow. Shit. Let's see the page of pumpkins reverse. That's the pentacles. Okay. I know that a lot of you feminines out there have ideas to make money, like I've said so many times. Keep the shit to yourself because somebody wants to stick their nose in your business and fuck it up. This is the dirty money. Page of Pentacles in reverse, Pentacles, money. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, yeah. And then right here, here's your Two of Cups. This is a sacred reunion. Two of Cups. I got a feeling that your masculine knows something about this dirty money. I'm about to pull out a clarifying card for that. Then you have the Page of Cups reversed. This is the past here. They've been thinking about, the karmic's been thinking about going to the feminine. Oh, man. And giving a small offer of love, thinking that you're stupid and gonna fall for it. No. No, because in your heart, you already know the Two of Cups, your sacred reunion. What is the Page of Pentacles, please? Well, oh, you have the Seven of Cups upright. Somebody had the shiny image syndrome. It's like, oh, it looks like the grass may be greener on the other side. This person's all about fucking image. All about image. The clothes they wear, how they come across with people. Like, total wolf and, lamb skin here, but loves the finer shit in life. They can't have it. It's like their mind is very delusional. They can't steal your idea of what you want to do to make money. And like I've said before, guys, I mean, if you got to go to court, there could be some issues that come up with like copyright infringement because if you're doing anything like this, they could have created their own channel, started doing this shit, and then they're gonna say, "Oh, well, she copied me," and it's like, no, no. Transformation in reverse. This is death in reverse, okay? It's just funny because look, black cat. Some of you guys could be seeing a lot of black cats. I know I have, and that's a familiar. Believe it or not, I didn't. Now I do. Well, I don't wish death upon anybody, but people who were sending you death spells in every way, you drowning, getting into fatal car crashes, being electrocuted, being burned in fires, all kinds of shit. It went back 32:42 on the timer. It went back because the energy's got to go somewhere. And I mean, this page of cups in reversed kept saying that you were a dark witch, and that's why everybody was getting bad luck. And no, it's because it was their karma. That's what the hell that was about. And also, it talks about refusing to change. This person, will never change their perspective on anything. Their mind is set. That's it. You cannot change it for shit. Nothing. And look, it's so funny because the Empress came out. And remember the other message, the main message that came out? The Emperor. And look, yeah, the Empress right here on top of the Two of Cups. And the Emperor that came up. What? Once again, Knight of Swords reverse. Holy, this person will not shut. This karmic will not shut the fuck up. How about you? Like, damn. Like, can somebody please just duct tape the mouth here? Because this is just like fucking diarrhea of the mouth. Oh, shit. You have the Nine of Cups upright. Everything you've been trying to manifest, it's coming your way, dear Empress. Look, you've been trying to manifest this Two of Cups. It's coming in. You've been manifesting this in the past, yo. It's coming in. Oh, nice. Just like I said, those birds I heard yesterday, it lasted for a good, I'm not joking, a good like 20 minutes. Just, I'm like, whoa, damn. Like, this is upcoming future. The strength reversed. The strength card is a Leo card. Okay. For some reason, this karmic masculine has a very strong Leo in his chart. Does not have inner strength at all. Very wounded individual emotionally and internally. Mm-hmm. Because of childhood wounds that he refuses to acknowledge. The Six of Wands upright, victory. You've you've won everything. Spiritual warfare, psychological warfare, and if you have to go to court, you're gonna win too because justice justice will be served. Both in the spiritual realm and here in the 3D as well. That's nice. What is the strength in reverse? These two want to come out, god damn it. 5, 6, 7, 8 of wands. Well, jealous of your creativity. Because with your creativity, that's how you were able to maneuver through all of the obstacles and shit. And if you have to go to court, you're safe. It's You're gonna have a really good attorney. Yeah, because I mean the three of pumpkins, which is pentacles, the three of pentacles in reversed. Fame did not karmic. They're karmic, and your masculine's karmic. Jealous of your creativity. Okay, how you've won the war in every fucking way. You could not out Listen, they could not outsmart you. They could not outbeat you. You're too creative for this shit. And then you have the Ten of Swords reversed. And you've healed from betrayal. You have healed from betrayal. And so has the masculine too. It's because it's just a matter of, like I said before, finding out just how cold hearted and sinister this shit was. Wants nothing to fucking do with these people. Wants to move on to calmer waters with you, and I mean, just start a whole fucking new life and make different types of friends and using good discernment when it comes to making friends. Wow, Four of Swords upright. Resting. You can rest. So can the masculine, because neither of you are going to be bothered by these people anymore. How nice. Qué bueno. And you don't give a shit about the karmic, just waka taka taka taka. And the masculine doesn't give a shit either about any of the rumors because he knows it's not true. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune upright. Beautiful. Moving forward, moving on to a new chapter in life. I mean, the karmic cycle is done with. This is so wonderful. And then you have what? The Six of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, since the losers, the opposition, they don't get any fucking payouts whatsoever. And I'm sensing that some of them are actually pissed off with the devil because everything that they manifested is being taken away. But they chose to follow the dark side. They chose to to try and make you a blood sacrifice. Okay, 42:24 on the timer. And if they couldn't do it with you, it was going to be with your masculine. Some of them, I feel like, could be questioning what else there is out there besides just the death. The sun upright, happiness. You, the masculine, very happy, and also every lie coming up. I mean, everything illuminated, everything being illuminated. And this, see, if it was upright, this talks about somebody playing the victim. You never cried victim, you never cried wolf. You just knew that, hey, I'm in a fucking pickle here. I gotta figure out what the fuck is going on and how to protect myself and blah da 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 da. Can't make this up. Here's your emperor again. Again. This is beautiful, man. Wow. Put this right there. This is a good reading, Capricorn. This is really good so far. Honestly. Three of Cups reversed. Yeah, third party out of the picture. Karmic masculine out of the picture. And your masculine's karmic. Knight of Cups reverse. Yeah, false offer of love. You ain't giving them a chance for shit. You smell the bullshit a mile away. It's like you're living rent free in their head. For real. Drinking their asses off. This karmic, I mean, what do you call they're a burnout basically. At this point in their life, they're a burnout. 45 on the timer because they have done so many drugs and have drank so much alcohol to cover up the pain of everything. Their childhood pain, childhood wounds, all of it. Because they can't take on, they can't handle the shit. And the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay, this is a nasty witch. This person has been fucking around with your money. I'm definitely getting this is your masculine's karmic and your karmic's karmic, but more with your masculine's karmic. Laughing about it? I mean, and a lot of chaos magic because if you guys ever experienced a lot of arguments in your house when it came to money or paying bills on time or whatever, or holy shit, we might go homeless. This bitch, I mean, gets off on watching people argue off of shit, and she loves the finer things in life, and she's a whore. Prostituting to get her money because she doesn't want to work an actual job and doesn't give a shit that her reputation is known for being a whore. In her mind, it's like, I'm having fun, sex is great, and then, but then it's like, there's an STD going around in this coven here. Makes no sense. Really, it doesn't. I want to clarify, hell, clarifying card for this Queen of Pentacles. The moon upright. Okay, intuition. You, your intuition is on the money when it comes to this chick. That she's been the main problem with doing all kinds of love spells and trying to do sex magic on your masculine and trying to use him for money, trying to wrap him around her finger, blah, blah, blah. And that there's been, secrets and mysteries being hidden in the darkness with her. Well, temperance. Okay. Somebody being logical, but also using their intuition at the same time and being very patient. Okay. I feel like this bitch sent a death spell your way, and just being very patient about it to take effect. She really wants you hurt physically, like breaking bones of some sort. I mean, watch what you guys step on. I see a lot of blood. Like, whatever injury this is, it's gonna be bleeding profusely. Gonna require stitches, but you know what? It's gonna go back on her, and she's gonna fuck up her face somehow. And it's like she's gonna end up with a gash, with a wound somewhere like big on her forehead or whatever. That's gonna require stitches, leaving a big ass scar that's gonna ruin her self esteem because she has been trying to do a lot of beauty and body. She's been doing a lot of beauty and body magic, trying to make you age faster, look, get fat, all kinds of shit. But the older you get, 52:25 on the timer, with these spells and the karma going back, you're gonna look much more vibrant, really. I mean, if you do end up breaking a bone or whatever on your foot, leg, whatever, it could kind of be like in a weird shape. And maybe y'all can like make fun of it in a way. Like if anybody were to ask you ask you like where that came from, you can make up a cool story about it. I know I'm ridiculous. Ace of Wands reversed. Somebody's not gonna be successful. Sad, because like I've said before in other readings, wanting to hurt you physically, so you have a hard time, broken bones, especially with your feet or, your legs, whatever, to beat your ass, to gain leverage to beat your ass, that it's gonna fail. That idea out the door. It is not gonna it's not gonna work. It's gonna fail. And, trying to make you age and shit and, make you stay fat and crap. No, no. Like I said, you're gonna start looking more vibrant, more of a glow to your face, and your body gonna be looking good. 54, 50 all the time. Ooh, Kina, come on. That's what's up. That's your masculine. That's another quality of your masculine. Another quality of your masculine. I can't make this shit up, bro. The Knight of Swords in reversed again. This is annoying. This is really annoying. Just hold on. Oh my fucking god. I'm back. God damn, that Knight of Swords. Over here, the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You're no longer going to be left out in the cold. No longer left out in the cold. Then this Queen of Cups in reversed. She is the karmic of your masculine. Still trying to fuck around. She's gonna fuck around and find out. Because you have the Eight of Cups reversed. Which means that your masculine left, going back to you. Jesus Christ. One more for the Queen of Cups in reversed. You want to come out. Oh, the Hanged Man in reversed. Persecuted and total, like, oh, yeah, the Five of Cups upright. Disappointed that your idea didn't work. That your idea, of trying to hurt the feminine in every way possible didn't work. The masculine thinks you're trash. Just a fucking piece of trash. Ace of Cups reversed. Somebody not happy. Oh well. Oh fucking well. Somebody does not get to have their joy, happiness, and like I said, somebody drinking their brains out. Over here, the star in reversed. Oh, somebody's the star of the show. They made an ass of themselves. This is the Fool reversed. This Knight of Swords reversed. Made an ass of themselves. They love to be in the spotlight. Oh, you're in the spotlight, all right. Five of Swords reversed. Bitch, there's no more ideas up your sleeve. You can't, I mean, prison time. That's it. And yes, someone's gonna tell on you. Maybe more than one person already has. And you have been being watched by a legit private investigator. The Three of Wands reverse, you don't get your ships or, your rewards coming in. No. Any work you did was all black magic and it was all to hurt people, especially the feminine. And I mean the most diabolical ways and diabolical thoughts. I mean, sacrificing cats and shit. Ew. And you don't get the Four of Wands. You're not going to have any happiness, any celebration. There's no wedding. with you. You're not meant to be with the feminine. Get it through your fucking mind. Queen of Swords upright, speaking your fucking truth. Speaking your fucking truth. Standing up for yourselves. Rightfully so. The King of Pentacles reversed. That's the karmic. No money, can't make money unless it's prostitution or selling drugs. Tries to put up an image that he's got it all together, but no, no. CPS has been called. I think that kid has been taken away because wherever they live, it's like a fucking pigsty. Nobody takes care of themselves. Like maybe the kid's face could have been all dirty and shit, not being fed properly or bathed right, shit like that. Could have gone into foster care because her karmic's karmic. She was a prostitute. And she had a boy. But that's a byproduct of one of her customers, like I've said in a reading before. And the karmic didn't want to father that kid because it wasn't biologically his. And being an idiot, I see that she gave that kid up for temporary custody to somebody in her family. But you know, if she's gonna go to jail, she ain't gonna get that kid back. So whatever family member took that kid in temporary custody, yeah, no, they're gonna end up having the full custody because she's going to jail. And I think that the kid that she had with the karmic went into foster care. You have the magician upright. This is you and your masculine. You're a good witch. I mean, if you consider yourself a witch, yeah. You're a good witch and a hell of an alchemist. And your masculine is a wizard. They're not a dark warlock. They are a wizard and hell of a good alchemist too. And then you have the Six of Cups reversed. This is the karmic that you have absolutely no love for at all. You never want to be with them again. They're evil, they're sinister. As then you have the Two of Swords upright, trying to cause a mess in a in the real in a real deck, not in a real deck, excuse me. In your stereotypical deck, the Two of Swords talks about a person, a woman being blindfolded, so you can't see what's going on around you or the people involved, and then the Two Swords talks about communication, and like they say, there's two sides to every story, and then there's the truth. And this karmic masculine thoroughly enjoyed keeping your masculine confused about you, other people all fucked up about you, thinking you're a monster, you're a whore, you know, you're a prostitute, you have affairs with married men, and you'll do anything for money, and blah 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 blah. But don't worry, I mean, look, Queen of Swords upright, you're telling the fucking truth. King of Wands upright, this is another characteristic of your masculine. The King of Wands, they got fire in their chart somewhere, possibly. They take initiative on things, situations, projects, work. They like to get shit done, basically. They like projects to get done and get them done in a timely fashion, but they know that they gotta take breaks. Sometimes they can overwork themselves, but they take pride in their work ethic. They have too much pride and ego to steal from people. Nope. Anything that they own, they work for. And then you have the Ace of Pumpkins, of Pentacles. Here you go. This is the divine saying here. Here's everything that you worked for: feminine, dream job, career, money, the love of your life, the family, everything. Everything that's been owed to you that this coven and karmic has been trying to take away from you. Oh no, this is yours. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles upright. Ugh. I mean, this is your masculine, a quality of your masculine. I mean, coming your way, just it was dragging ass out because of the Two of Swords upright. So many lies coming from everywhere, not knowing what to do, what to think, but they're coming, very soon. They're gonna offer you help. They know that this karmic family has made you fall rock bottom. It's not your fault. You've done everything you could in your power, to make shit out of yourself, things out of your life, and it you could, you went 5 steps forward and boom, they keep shoving you back by 10. So they've got you though. The Hermit reversed. Coming out of your shell and speaking your truth, and so is the masculine. Standing up for yourselves. You've done the shadow work to become better people. This could also talking about the karmic masculine who one of two things, just talking shit. It was talking shit or refusing to go and do their shadow work. They don't want to face their inner demons. It's too scary for them because they don't have the inner strength to do it. The Nine of Pentacles talks about you guys. You're not whores, you're not sluts. If you have any kids, you're a good mother. If CPS was ever called on you, they never found a problem in the house. House is clean. Your kids are well fed, clean too. All of it. And you're never taking shit from anybody again. Like never. You're not gonna be anyone's bitch or doormat or anything. No. Nope. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles upright. You get fruit of your labor because you've busted your ass to get where you're at. You've made it through everything. And they're shocked and pissed. Oh well. And then you have the Five of Wands reversed. A lot of mental conflict. This is for both the karmic and your masculine. The karmic with, oh my God, I'm going to jail. They know it. Oh my God. But they have no regrets for anything they did. It's just mental conflict about thinking about going to jail. But the masculine, their mental conflict, 1212 on the timer, their mental conflict is just regret about what they did. I said how they participated with shit talking and they did do some magic on you, which they did get karma for, and they paid the price for it. hmm Then over here, what the hell? 5, 6, 7, 1. Okay. Seven of Wands. Oh, let me tell you, somebody cannot. But there's no defending themselves. This karmic masculine can't defend himself because he's being attacked by the rest of the coven. And then he can't defend himself again because the masculine's gonna put him in his place too. And there ain't no fucking way he's gonna be able to defend himself against the cops either. Oh well. So we've got Nine of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Empress. We've got Six of Swords. Got the World upright. This is awesome. Here's your King of Cups. The Magician upright. These are all really great cards, yo. You get to rest. Queen of Swords upright, telling the truth, all of it. Masculine, walking away from his karmic, coming back to you. It's all great, especially with the Two of Cups, and then you had, what the fuck? Y'all had the Ten of Cups somewhere. This has been a very, very good reading, yo. I'm very, very impressed. Oh, King of Wands, another part quality of your masculine. Here is your Ace of Pentacles. That's wonderful. Oh, your victory, your justice, the sun, the wheel of fortune upright. Oh, yeah. Wow, Ten of Pentacles. This is the fucking jackpot, man. King of Swords reversed. Yeah, a tyrant. Just a fucking tyrant. Well, guess what? This tyrant, you have the Ten of Wands upright. You're getting all the fucking karmic debt you deserve. And Two of Wands. Yeah, try to fuck around mentally with your masculine and then with you, but you guys know that you're meant to be with your masculine, and your masculine knows they're meant to be with you. Three of Swords upright. They're heartbroken. Fuck them. Like, here's the Emperor, the Empress. Remember that shit? The Devil is in reversed, which is great. There is no devil energy in your space or in your energy. You and your masculine cut out a lot of bad habits, people, places, and things. And then you have the Queen of Wands upright. And oh shit, you did have the King of Wands upright too. I remember that. So this is awesome. This is great. I hope you guys are still with me. I am going to give um just a few orc cards and then let you guys go, Cappies. Ooh. Journey's been pain in the ass, but hey, you know, silver lining. We've made it through. And first, the karmic hating and wanting to sacrifice you, and still probably wanting to sacrifice you, but then at the same time doesn't understand why you don't love them. It's like, dude, you make no fucking sense. Really. Oh shit. There's the Ten of Cups. It's a happy family. You've got it. You got it, baby. Too. It's funny, like I said, the Capricorn card. It's the card of the devil. You outsmarted. You outsmarted the devil, the sociopath. Maluco de pa carajo. And racist too. Does not like blacks, Hispanics, or Jewish. But yet, he's got several black people, Hispanic people working with him in his group. So in that mindset is, hey, even though I don't like you, you're good at dark shit. So I could use you. I'm not gonna give the description of all the damn pictures, just the meaning. What do my cappies need to know? I'm doing pretty good on time. Cappies. Last one. Eternal bond. Oh, hold on. Valor, this talks about battle, which this has all been battle. And the ass battle. I mean, said bitches don't know when to stop. Okay. It suggests that battle is necessary or inevitable. There will be circumstances when we are called into conflict and must consider the best method of response. In some situations, choosing not to respond or enter into combat is the best course of action. But this card reminds us there will be times when it is vital for you to stand your ground and fight. The appearance of this card could signify that there is tension in the air. Quarrels and other kinds of non physical warfare could be heading your way, so donning your own armor, readying for counterattack, could be your best and only option. Unfortunately, we all fall prey to criticisms and condemnation from others. The lore reminds us that there are some disputes we simply cannot walk away from. That's true. We're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Isn't that Twisted Sister? All of these cards are like the same for every zodiac sign. So clearly, like I've said before, it's all important for the collective. I only after this I only have two more signs to go. Virgo and Leo, and after that, switching these bitches out. Coño. Okay. Shit. Alright, Nefaria came out. This is caution. It is only natural for us to be cautious when we are greeted with the unknown. This fairy may be beautiful, but poison runs through her veins. This is a time, therefore, to find out what you are dealing with before making a decision. If you have drawn this card, caution is required since rushing into something could result in a bad or even dangerous outcome. If you are considering investing funds, signing contracts, or trusting others with something you hold dear, then a little extra research would be worthwhile. We all need to be cautious at times. Although our modern problems may not be as perilous as facing a venomous spider, they could cause disruption within everyday life. When this card turns up, prevention would certainly make more sense than cure. Awaken your magic, inspiration, and ideas. If you got this card, it's suggesting that you are not only in receipt of a brainwave or creative spark, but that now is the ideal time to make use of it. Once we have become awakened by the magic of our imagination, we must consider ways we can manifest this idea in the physical world. Have you had an idea for something that could change your life or the lives of others? Have you come up with a better way of doing something or found the solution to a problem? Think of practical ways this inspiration can become released from your mind and born into reality. Dance with Death talks about risk. So, Dance with Death can at times arrive as a warning. Are you taking risks that could become hazardous, or is a choice you're making precarious or even dangerous? This card urges you to consider what the outcome might be and if you are risking more than you might gain from a certain decision. To dance with death is to potentially make a sacrifice. When it is at its most favorable, this card could be suggesting that a small risk is worth taking. While you would be advised to not endanger either your health or security, there will be times when taking a chance can pay off or a gamble could reap rewards. You never know. You have Dragon Trainer, talks about skills. If you pulled this card, it describes a need for broadening your skills, or even in some cases, the ability to share them. Would you do well to improve your own skill set by embarking on some training or going back to school? Maybe a little extra practice help you with a pastime or hobby? This card is a symbol of improvement and development of one's expertise, sometimes leading to a promotion at work or gaining some kind of mastery. In some situations, Dragon Trainer will be asking that you share your own talents, teaching others something that you have learned or are considered an expert at could be part of this card's message. Enchantment talks about commitment. If you have this card, then you are being asked to think about how committed you are to something or someone. Are you all in or are you all out? Commitment comes with responsibility and must not be taken lightly. Are you about to sign a contract, enter into a partnership, or are you considering taking a relationship to a new level? If so, make sure that you are aware of what your commitment will entail. While enchantment may very well be the reward, it may be more difficult to step out of the fairy ring than it was to step in. When it comes to the sacred reunion, commitment is it's there. This little cute one. Eternal bond, and it talks about unconditional love. To love unconditionally is to expect nothing in return. The mare in this card wants only for her fowl to be healthy, safe, and happy. It is natural for most parents to feel this way about a child, but it is not only biological mothers and fathers who experience compassion or offer their love freely in this kind of way. We are all capable of loving without limits. If you have got this card, then you might be the recipient of unconditional care, perhaps from a parent, partner, or friend. If so, then it will confirm their feelings. However, eternal bond will sometimes arrive when relationships are being tested too. It is often important to remember how much you love someone when things are not going as planned, as well as when all is filled with joy. While this card does not suggest staying within a relationship that is making you unhappy, it does suggest that you don't give up at the first sign of trouble. As a sign in your reading, it might simply be advising that you remember why this person is in your life and how much you love them despite current differences. fierce loyalty, defense. If you got this card, it could mean that you or someone you love is under attack. It is important to remember that attacks can take many different forms, and preventative measures may need to be put in place beforehand. Are your computer settings and virus protection up to date? Is your home secure, or might you be divulging your deepest and darkest secrets to those who might not respect them? It may be time to think about how much you share and what the consequences could be. On a personal level, this card may be asking you to consider your lifestyle. Are you eating healthy and getting enough sleep? When this card arrives for you, think about what you need to safeguard and what will be the most effective way of doing so. When you a fire dragon, a mother's love. No. You do not need to be a mother to appreciate this card. Whether it is a child or a new business you are nurturing, it is only natural to do what you can to help it succeed. We dote on our creations and dreams, those close to us and our pets. If you have drawn this card, then you are being reminded that there are no limits when it comes to love. In our reading, Fire Dragon will arrive to show us what is important and where we must apply care and devotion. 32:23 on the time. Forever Yours talks about love. If you got this card, you are being made aware of a love that is honest and true. The dashing phantom in this card is representative of intimacy and everlasting devotion. In a reading pertaining to emotional relationships, this is a sign of a bond that is steadfast and reliable, but also tender and warm. It would bode well for new relationships and can predict the deepening of a romance and perhaps even marriage. When this card arrives during relationship difficulties, it asks you to consider how deep your love truly is and to be honest in your answer. The love depicted in this card can weather any storm, but it requires the commitment and faith of both partners to do so. Hidden depths, and it talks about secrets. Everyone's got their secrets. It says if this turns up in a reading, then it is asking you to consider the value of secrets. Do you have some information that will be best tucked away rather than shared? Now might not be the time to tell others what is on your mind, as it could cost you later if not everyone's respect your secrets. In some readings, hidden depths suggest that a secret will be revealed by someone else. Something you have been unaware of will soon rise to the surface. While it could be easy to expect the worst, surprise gifts or positive announcements can also become part of this card's message. Mhm. Lost soul talks about loss. If you got this card, loss is significant for you right now. You may be feeling sad about the breakdown of a relationship, perhaps, or disappointed about a part of your routine that has ended through no fault of your own. Drawing this card acknowledges these feelings, but it also asks you how you intend to move on from them. Although grief is necessary, finding ways to move past your pain is essential too. What does the rose petal represent for you? What loss are you struggling to accept? Understand that your feelings are valid, but staying in disappointment and sorrow for too long might not be healthy or helpful. 35, 35 on the timer. Medusa talks about justice. Hmm. So, 'cause in a sense, this card is much as about injustice as justice. It will often arrive when we feel as though we have been treated unfairly. The rage in Medusa's stance suggests a need to right a wrong or invoke fairness of some kind. If you have drawn this card, it could be time for you to seek justice. You may be motivated by anger, but remember to keep as level a head as possible when relaying the facts of a situation. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, but these people are gonna try and test your patience to see if they can get a reaction out of you because somebody or several people want to get you on recording. Because if you got to go to court, they're gonna try to use that against you. Let's see. Yeah, it is time for you to give your side of the story. As a general card, Medusa is a good omen, especially when connected to legal situations or times when the truth needs to be confronted. Raven talks about shape shifting. There's times when we all shapeshift in daily life, such as when we put on a brave face or mask disappointment. We might do this to protect our own emotions or other people's, but there are times when imitation can be of even greater use. If you got this card, it might be time to shapeshift. If you're hoping to secure that high profile job, then you might need to dress or sound the part. If you want to invite love and kindness into your life, then displaying those qualities could help compassion find you. The woman in this card is manifesting qualities inherent within her that will assist her journey. How can you embrace yours? Sailor's ruin, temptation. Temptation is not just physical beauty, it can come, with food, alcohol, laziness, overspending, or a bad choice of partner. The sailor's ruin is in lack of resistance. If you got this card, you may have already succumbed to temptation or may be on the brink of doing so. Sometimes the people and things we know that are not good for us become the most attractive and persistent options. Sailor's Ruin reminds you that most desires, such as the odd treat or letting your hair down, can actually be beneficial in moderation. However, too much of a good thing can become detrimental. What is tempting you at this time, and what might be the cost of giving into your urges? The truth, honesty. Card of honesty sometimes requires you to be honest with others, but it will always encourage you to be honest with yourself. There will be occasions when this is easier said than done. We have all experienced denial of one kind or another. The truth card suggests that you contemplate what you truly know to be real in a situation. This can lead to inner conflict since the truth can sometimes be ugly or hurtful. But authenticity and sincerity can only ever be the real winner. If you got this card, then you know what it is you must do. This is not a time for avoidance since fairness is paramount. In some readings, the truth will become revealed from an external source and will need to be accepted. However, in other consultations with the cards, you are being motivated to speak up about what you consider to be morally right and fair. And the last one. Yeah. Angel Rose, and it talks about perspective. A shift of perspective could be needed at this time. While it might be understandable for you to be feeling lackluster or even down, there is always something to be thankful for or to look forward to. Like this woman, just lifting your head up to the light could change your outlook for the better. Though you may have experienced a difficult time dwelling on a problem or engaging only with those things that have not worked will simply keep you stuck within the darkness. An act of gratitude is necessary. Even though the difficulties you have faced may have left you emotionally buckled, it is important that you count the blessings that do exist and consider the life lessons that have been gained through recent hardships. Yep. And the last thing are those, but they're like one sentences long. And I'll let you go, Cappies. I hope you're still with me. God damn it. Hmm. Hmm. Pretty roses. Okay, Cappy, Cappy, Cappy. Cappy, Cappy. Was such an amateur. Shuffle. Damn it, man. Cards want to talk. And two more shuffles. Okie Hmm. Starseed, what lights you up? You guys know what lights you up. You guys could just be scared because, like I said, maybe you guys have been around too many pessimistic people and naysayers, and fuck them. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? This could be anything. Your routine, what you're eating, your schedules, maybe, changing jobs or friendships. You never know. Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? I think this is a place of other star seeds. Wherever you want to go in life, guys. Well, you don't want to have any regrets, man. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Oh, yeah. Guys, in the past, I guarantee there were plenty of times where you wanted to say no, but you said yes instead because you didn't want to hurt that person's feelings. This time around, with this new life you're creating, say no. If you don't want to do something for someone, say no and mean it, but be kind. You know, no means no. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Yeah. Some of you guys don't like the change, but it's happening and it has to happen because, just, people had to go. People, places, and things that weren't good for you just had to go. And your masculines had to realize that shit too. Especially after they found out what these other people were doing. It's sinister. It's disgusting. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Some of you guys could be a priestess. Men talking, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. I know I'm a light worker. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Don't question it, fuckers. I feel like some of you guys are overthinking shit. Don't dim to fit in. This is what the masculine was doing a lot. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Y'all did it. Y'all, look at that dark ass tunnel. Y'all went through all that bullshit, man, and you made it through, and now look in the back. Look, it's beautiful in the back. Silver lining at the end of the tunnel. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. This has been this spiritual journey, this spiritual warfare. Some people did not want to let go, but you had to keep fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. Council of Light, divine orchestrations, helpers in the subtle realms. You have so many people, loved ones, and ancestors helping you because you couldn't do this all by yourself. You're in a 3D. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution and expression. Fuck yeah, speak your mind, speak your truth. No? Say what you mean and mean what you say. And if people have any questions, like, listen, no, I said what I said. And you're not going to gaslight me. Because this karmic masculine loves to gaslight. And if you don't give them an answer, then they're going to try to play reverse psychology on your ass. It's like, just leave it alone. Like, no. And you know what? They're not in your energy or in your space anymore, but other people around them to try to manipulate you. Like, no. I said what the fuck I said. Get away from me. I don't want you in my life anymore. All you did was hurt me. And the masculine is expressing himself too. Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Pleiades scene, part of a star scene. Double mission. It's channeling and uplifting humanity. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And the last one here, play. Have fun. Celebrate. Don't be so serious. We We've been through a lot, you know. It's time to have some fun, but moderation, because you know that whatever the fuck you do, these assholes are gonna stalk you, and they're probably gonna take pictures or recordings to try and use against you in court, but what the fuck ever, man. Mm. In the age of light, y'all been training for this shit for lifetimes. Y'all been training for this shit for lifetimes. Alright, Cappies. Mwah.